All right, breaking Bridget. Mitch McConnell froze while addressing the press, and it seemed like he might have had a minor stroke or something.
Operation and a string of
Wait a minute. Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch? Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Go ahead, John.
His face always looks like it's buffering, so it's hard to tell. But this was a very weird moment in the midst of a sentence, basically. Doesn't it feel like we're all living in a Del Webb community or the villages in Florida or any one of the many retirement homes if we're living in America? I have been saying for years, I don't want these olds running the country. Guys, I don't know if there should be term limits, whatever, but there should at least be a mandatory retirement age. And by the way, I don't want to hear any shit. All the time I hear, where's Gen X? Why isn't Gen X stepping up? How can we step up when literal brain dead 100 millionaires will not let their arthritic hands let go of the power that they cling to until their death? This is not the way a society should work. You are supposed to prepare the next generation and then step out of the way and go spend your final sunset years with your grandchildren, enjoying yourself, not trying to give press conferences and trying to run the United States of America. And these people are all tripping, they're falling, getting on and off planes. Their brains are just shorting out mid-sentence. They are running our fucking country. Are you kidding me? Nancy Pelosi is over 80 years old. Dianne Feinstein is like 90 years old. How is this okay? How are we supposed to evolve as a country if we have people who were born during the Great Depression running our country still? This is insane. Like, there must be something we can do.
I know he needed to be like shown how to get out of there.
It's also just sad. And now you're playing on our empathy. We're supposed to be like, oh, that's Peepaw. He got lost on his way from running the fucking country. No, these people make our laws. Have you ever seen any of these hearings about AI where they sit and they're talking to the leaders of our country who don't know how to send a an email or how to upload a picture, and you have these young tech guys trying to explain AI? I'm like, these are the people that we're supposed to have regulating this technology that's going to destroy all of humanity, and they're supposed to be the ones who are understanding it. They're falling asleep. They're barely able to comprehend where they are in space and time, and we're asking them to run our country, make our laws, try and make decisions about what's happening with the youth. And it's so disheartening at this point. We have Fetterman who had a stroke. We have Biden, Mitch McConnell, Dianne Feinstein. The list of George Soros, who donates to everybody, is 92 years old.
And they all just keep getting older. We've been raging about this for years.
I've known more 42-year-olds who have died in the past year than the fucking boomers. These people are never going to die. Look, I love you, boomers. I do. You're my aunts, you're my uncles, you're my family, my people. But step out of the way. For the love of God, retire. Let it go. Let it go, man. We need to move this country into the future. We need to start leading so that we can make mistakes and we can make hundreds of millions of dollars enriching ourselves with insider trading. Give us a chance, man. Go enjoy your vast wealth that you've pillaged from the Republic and let us rot in peace.
You had your time. The future is our world.
I need people whose brains are intact running our country. I don't feel like that's too much to ask. Trump is fucking pushing 80 years old too. These guys aren't even boomers. They're silent generation. This is not okay. You wonder why there's so much unrest and disgruntled feelings of unease and rage in this country. It's because literal 80-year-olds are running our country. And I know, I hear I don't want the olds running the country, and people will say, I don't want the squad running the country either. But look, I understand that. I do. But let's get fresh people to fight with each other and work together and compromise and duke out the modern problems with modern young solutions. Let's get people who grew up with computers and didn't grow up with the telegraph as their primary means of communication. It really does break me. It breaks my heart to see these sad old people who I don't have very much compassion for them. I'm supposed to because they're old. And you look at an old, feeble person and you feel bad for them. But then you realize they're either being forced to stay in this role by people who are cynically clinging to power and using them, or they're choosing to do this. Either way, it's elder abuse. I think they just want this. Like, how did we go from Obama to 2 octogenarians? At least Obama was young and good looking. Can we get someone young and good looking in the White House?
He had health and vigor. He was always jet skiing.
He's still jet skiing. It feels very wrong.
Yeah.
To have people this old
In charge.
Diane doesn't even know where she is.
Submit it. Yeah, just say aye. Okay, just aye.
I don't know. It breaks my heart, but it also makes me super mad because there needs to be some cap on this. You know, I think they just didn't really think people would live this long.
Yeah.
And still want to be in power. But hey, if you're making a couple of $100 million, why wouldn't you want to stay in power? You don't want that shit going to the next generation. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse when it's Trump v. Biden in a year.
In a year.
Well, good job, boomers. You've ruined the country and you're going to run it into the ground until your very last breath. Congratulations. You'll be remembered for that. I am going to unalive myself if it is Trump versus Biden again. I would only continue this show as an act of public service.
To prevent a rash of suicides.
It might kill me to do it, but I would have to keep doing it. It would truly be like, this would be like me joining the army.